Hi, Paddy. I thought we would send you a video so you can see how pretty we look, even though we're old farts. Yeah, I know, speak for myself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, listen, I wanted to, Chris and I were talking about Halifax and what we saw when you were there. And I remember the very first time I met you, you had just come to St. Mary's, you were a professor, and I was in your class. And at the end of the class, I came up and I said, Dr. Ewer, I'm going to need some help on this because I've failed this course twice. He said, you failed this shit? And he said, my name's Paddy. I said, oh, okay. So, yeah, I did. I failed that course twice. And I remember subsequently, we were living on Victoria Road, and you had an apartment right across the street. And I was at my desk, sitting in the window, and you came banging on the door, and you said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm studying. And he said, well, come on with me. I said, where are we going? We said, you're going down the pub. I said, I can't do that. I got studying to do. He says, come on, you're coming down the pub. So we went down to the Lighthouse Tavern. Remember that place? And we drank schooner beer until we got drunk as could be. And man, oh man, I said, if this is my math prof, this is a guy for me. Very, very cool. So anyway, some very, very fond memories that we have of you.
One of the, aside from the times and the evenings that we spent at the LBR, remember that, Paddy, the ladies' beverage room in Halifax at the Lord Nelson Hotel? I remember one evening that you invited us over, you had made a meal. It was a curry, and it was so hot. You wanted to make it as hot for us so that we couldn't eat it. We ended up able to eat it, but you couldn't. It was so hot. But anyway, you had taught yourself to play the guitar, the classical guitar, and you played the most beautiful music. Gary and I and you, we sat on your bed and we listened to the music, and we got high just listening to your music.
You remember this, Paddy? This is what you played for us.
No alcohol involved, if you can believe it. We were just high on your music.
Remember that? That was unbelievable. No alcohol at all. We didn't have any class at that time. We didn't know that we should have brought over a bottle of wine. We just came with our appetites, and man, oh man, I can remember sweating like a pig that night. So it was just terrific.
And your music was beautiful, and I'll bet you've really improved since then too.
Listen, one of the things that I remember, well, I don't know how long ago, but I suggested to you that, hey, listen, if you ever wanted to come to the U.S. or Canada, come on over and stay at our house. We've got a couple of cars. You can take one and drive around the U.S. or Canada if you want to. You can do that. I know it's going to be tough for you, but I want to extend that invitation to your family. And I want to make sure that you give your wife and your kids my email address. And if they ever want to come over here, and if they ever want to spend some time just exploring the U.S. or exploring Canada, they can do a send-off point from here. We've got a car that they can have and drive wherever they want to, and it would be a real honor to meet your family.
And also, if they just want to explore Cape Cod, which is where we live, it's a really lovely place, and we live on a lake. They may enjoy that as well.
And we have a boat.
And a kayak.
And a kayak.
Or three.
Get your son to bring his plane over here. I used to take flying lessons, and that'd be fun. We'd have fun going out in that. Anyway, Paddy, we're not going to keep you. Just wanted to tell you that I love you, man.
Me too.